Well, good morning, everybody. We welcome you into Blues Game Day Live. We are here at the team hotel. The team not heading over to the rink this morning. I'm sure the Dallas Stars are skating as the Blues take on the Dallas Stars. We are the Men in Black. I'm Tommy Lee Jones. This is Will Smith.
Yeah, he's taller than me.
Well, Will Smith, just a little bit.
We are serving Eggs Benedict this morning at the restaurant down below.
Yep.
That's why we wore the same
Plenty
type
of napkins.
clothes.
I did not know, though. I don't have a pocket square.
Yeah, that's
actually, I haven't undone that pocket even. So this is a.
Oh boy.
I need to get just like the very top of an index card.
I thought Chaser helped
put
you
it in there
all those years.
Well, he did help me quite a lot. But I forgot to undo my pocket up there.
We'll get that.
Listen, good morning, and we're glad to have you with us. So the Blues are on a bit of a roll here, a shutout roll as well, as they've shut out their last two opponents, Panger. And I know a lot of people have talked about this, but let's go back. I really felt that when you were watching that last road trip, you saw the back-checking of the forwards, the gap closure that Craig Berube's talked a lot about. You saw that big time in that Las Vegas game. That's why even despite that game, and then the next two games against Nashville, you were seeing it. And we were trying to tell people, hey, that team game is coming. You can really sense it and feel it. And now all of a sudden, almost like they're right on cue, the players are saying those exact same things that they were saying a lot last year.
Yeah, it's been really noticeable. I mean the care factor. I mean the being between the benches it's a great spot. You can pick up a lot of the conversation. You can pick up when players are lacking confidence. You can pick up when coaches are frustrated. You can pick up when players are really frustrated. But I think the last especially the last two games, but I think maybe the last four games, there's way more noise on the bench. There's way more get back through the middle, great job, stuff like that. I thought in particular, and last night on Fox Sports Midwest, I had Timmy Paps, our producer. They put together a good package, and one of them included Jaden Schwartz. And I mean, he was constantly back through the middle of the ice. I don't know how many pucks he picked off or he was credited with, but the number was probably better than what it was, because I thought he was all over the place. When a player like that sets the tone, Curbs, everybody follows suit. It puts pressure on every single player to make sure they come back through the middle, and they certainly did a great job of that last night.
Let's take the fans down on the bench as well. In the last couple of games, the Blues have thrown a whole lot of shots at net. Mm-hmm. And still amazing missing a lot of shots as well, or getting a lot blocked. In that first period, they had a whole bunch that were blocked and missed, but still had pumped enough on goal. And they're not allowing a lot of shots on net. But sometimes, and we've run into some hot goaltending, and Craig Berube touched on that in his postgame comments yesterday, but when you run into some hot goaltending, sometimes it can frustrate the other team. Steve Ott, you were saying, was kind of real instrumental in just making sure that the message kept staying through of stay with it.
Well, last night, Antti Ranta was probably the first, second, and third star in that hockey game, and deservedly so. He was terrific. Now, can the Blues do a better job of getting to these goaltenders? They probably can, but they scored their first goal on their 43rd shot last night. That's staying with it, and at one point, there was a little frustration on the bench, and I could hear Steve Ott, who runs the forwards for the Blues, just say, stick with it, guys, stick with it. Don't get frustrated, because guys were coming back to the bench, and, the goalie covers it up, the goalie makes a save, you got a scoring chance, the goalie makes a save. It does get frustrating. It's just natural for that to happen, especially when you think, if this game ends up 1-0 on the other side, and I've just had 6 chances and I haven't scored, I'm going to snap a couple of sticks here. They missed the net 19 times. A lot of times, these are shooters that are world-class shooters.
Right.
They're looking high glove. This goalie's hot. I can't beat him just by going to a normal spot. So they're trying so fine to pick that spot, and you miss it by a fraction of an inch. It's a missed shot. But, you can't blame these guys. They're the best in the business at doing that.
We did a 3 Stars protest because the goaltending for oppositions have been so hard.
So you will not pick a goaltender.
Joe did not give Ranta a star last night.
Joe.
I even looked at him and I said,
That's
you
a
didn't
tough
give
one.
Ranta a star? He goes, no. He goes, number 1, he goes, it's our building. Number 2, you want the star? Get the shutout. He gave up a goal. Number 3, it's my broadcast. I can do what I want.
Attaboy,
so he
Joe.
was Joe was on fire yesterday with the 3 stars.
Good for Joe.
All right, let's look ahead to the Dallas Stars here. So first off, the 2 points earned by the Blues last night. The Blues now move to one more game played than the Dallas Stars, but they did put that 2-point cushion back on there. So while yes, this is a battle for first place tonight, the Blues have that 2-point cushion. What we saw in the way the Blues played against the New Jersey Devils, you needed to up that a little bit against the Arizona Coyotes, and they're going to have to up that level of play again tonight.
Oh, they are. There's no question. I think Rick Bowness has done a nice job taking over for Jim Montgomery. I think I think defensively they're playing well. They've got everything seems to be in order, much like the Blues. And we thought Dallas was going to be a great team this year. Based on last year, it was double overtime. Jamie Benn wraparound could have gone the other way.
It was on the goal line.
It was on the goal line.
before the Blues scored.
We know the fine line between winning and losing. But, they've got a good check-in line with Faxa. They've split up some of the big boys, so they're getting a little, I think, a little dispersion there. The guys that have been good against us, like Gurianov, like these are guys that fans don't talk about. We talk about the same guys all the time. He's been awfully good. You think about Rope Hintz. Fast, quick, two-way player. These are the guys that have given us fits, to be quite honest with you. And I think the veteran players of the Dallas Stars haven't been as noticeable as some of these younger players. That being said, Jamie Benn was ejected from the last game. He had a little burr in his saddle there, and he and Oliver Ekman-Larsson went at it, and they've gone at it all year long. But he's a player that obviously seems to bring out his best playing the Blues. You know that.
Well, and I would expect from you at one point in time, the Blues only had 5 hits in the first period last night.
Well, they had the puck the whole time.
3 from Sammy Blais, right. But what's amazing
it's hard to hit somebody when you have
exactly
the puck.
Right. But then the Arizona Coyotes had less.
Yeah. Not a
you got to expect a lot more physicality tonight than we saw in the last couple of games.
Way different hockey, no question about that. And in fairness to the Arizona Coyotes, who hung in there, they played the majority of the last game with 4 defensemen. And then they were without Jacob Chikrin, his father's Jeff from Nepean, Ontario. Went to my same high school. Anyway, that's another story right there.
I've heard that story.
Yeah. And then, so you look at that, like they just didn't have very much in the tank. But we're going to go into a building here tonight it's Friday night, it's in the Big D, and it's going to be ornery.
And except for the holds.
Did you catch all that?
I did. That's
that
actually
was
really good.
Yeah.
Except for the holds that they have to hold for the visiting team.
Yeah.
The crowd was packed enough tonight. They didn't have 4 open seats anywhere else in the building. So a big sellout crowd available for tonight. A little ticket scoop for you. Ticket
scoops.
Hey, you know that we're going to have a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
When we're sitting in a hotel and they've put together a whole bunch of plastic cow and.
Can they see that?
Can you see that, Austin? You can shoot that over this shoulder on me. Yeah, that's like a whole bunch of cows and cowboys hanging
and it's
down the wall.
cowgirls too.
And heifers and there's a couple of horses in there too.
There's horses too, yeah.
I always wondered what people did with their Fisher-Price toys after a while. Apparently they donate them to hotels and you hang them from fishing
that's a
line
pretty good
down
idea.
a window.
That's a pretty good idea for maybe a baby's room.
Oh, there you go.
It was easy to do. I looked at it a couple times.
You need a cow mural.
Yeah,
in Charlie's room.
Well, maybe no. They got that other thing that they
two pottery barnish.
No, the pink flamingos.
Oh, the pink flamingos.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. Speaking of pink flamingos, we're going to get out of your hair this morning.
Interesting.
And then we will come back at it a little later on tonight. We got the Blues. We've got the Dallas Stars. It's a 7:30 face-off. You can catch the boys on the Fox Sports Midwest side of things. We've got things covered on the radio side, 101 ESPN. Yeah. And we'll see if the Blues can keep this train rolling as they hit here and then into Minnesota on the weekend. You ready for it?
I can't wait. I think the best hockey is ahead of us now. I think the Blues are in for a long roll. And by the way, I was really impressed with Marco Scandella in his very first game with the Blues. I thought he showed calmness under fire. He's got an element to his game. He's got a good shot. He gets up on the ice, and I thought he and Parayko were real good. I think Parayko is awfully good.
Listen,
did Joe give him one of the stars?
Joe did give Parayko one of the stars. Yes, he did, and I don't. He skates as well as any defenseman in the National Hockey League.
No, there's no defenseman that get ups and gallops like that.
He can absolutely get it going.
And that's Secretariat.
When you have that confidence that he has right now, he's using. How about the fact that he caught the Robert Thomas through 4 players, chucks the puck across ice, times it where Colton gets it inside the blue line. Colton has all his momentum moving forward, and he's able to wire that slap shot from the top of the circle with nobody in front of him.
Yeah, the eyes of a goalie are real big, and your heart is really pounding fast. I'll tell you that from experience.
That is flat out amazing.
It's not fun being the goalie in that situation.
Yeah, and he's been awesome.
Yeah, he's
been really good. All right, so enjoy the game tonight. We will be meeting with the head coach a little later on. Some more details to come throughout the day. But have yourself a terrific Friday, a great start to the weekend, and we will talk to you from the hockey rink tonight.